It is home to some of South Africa's most popular and chart-topping independent music artists such as DJ Maphorisa and Kabza. That's leading independent music distribution firm Electromode. Electromode was recently acquired by US independent music marketing and distribution company Ingrooves Music Group. But what does this mean for South African artists who are already struggling due to COVID-19? To tell us more, we joined on Zoom by Electromode Managing Director Ghelakis. Chris, a very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm very well, man. Good to have you on the show. And for someone who may not know who Electromode is, and just briefly tell us what it stands, or rather what it does for artists.
We're an independent distribution company which allows independent artists to release and distribute their music. We market the stuff, we do social media, and we allow the artists still to keep ownership of their masters.
Okay, so why this match made in heaven, and what does Ingrooves bring to Electromode's table and vice versa?
Well, Ingrooves is an international company with about 21 offices around the world, and they also service independent artists. What this means by them acquiring Electromode is for the artists that distribute through us, they will now have a platform to be marketed in the rest of the world. As you know, digital music is released worldwide. The problem with that is there's no one marketing the stuff in any other country. So by Ingrooves coming into the country and acquiring Electromode, we'll be able to take independent artists to new platforms, new marketing, new territories. And also one of the biggest thing with digital music, it's the way you register the music and how you collect the money. You know, digital music has got many platforms that you release your music. YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, mobile. There are hundreds, in fact, thousands of stores around the world. And you need the right partner to be able to collect the money from all these platforms.
Now, speak to us about the company's acquisition by US independent music marketing and distribution company Ingrooves Music Group, and what this means, like in broader terms, to the artists.
Well, now we're able to invest more money into the artists. In the past, artists used to be signed to major record companies that invested money in the artist and then owned all the content. Now what is possible with Ingrooves is still to invest in the artists, but the artists will keep their own masters. They'll be in control of their careers, and they will be able to get exposure just like being in a major.
And what does it mean exactly for artists in relation to their masters?
Well, you know what happens when you're popular, you get money, but down the line in 5-10 years' time, when your content becomes catalog, you need to own it to still earn money from it. And to give you an example, when you do a distribution deal, you keep 80% of your income. When you sign to a label, you only get 10 to 15% of your income. So there's quite a big swing in revenue.
Well, Chris, music streaming is a very contentious issue here in South Africa for artists. What is Electromode's stance on this matter?
Well, what we've done is we've taken artists like you mentioned earlier on, Kabza, Maphorisa, just to name a few, and we've marketed them on social media. We've exposed them to all the DSPs. We've helped them. We've invested money. We've helped them do videos, taken them to radio, and basically let them have their own label distributed through us. So it's like their label distributed through Electromode.
Okay. And one of the perks of this deal is introducing African artists to new audiences around the world. In rands and cents, what does it mean?
Well, as you know, the rand is around about 15 to 1. So if you release your music in other territories like America, Australia, Europe, you're earning in euros and dollars. And a lot of the income that we see that we're making, especially through YouTube, is around the world. And artists, especially the popular ones, are able to capitalize that and make a lot more money.
And how will you go about identifying new markets and new audiences?
Well, it first comes to the music. The music that are happening in South Africa. You know, you got the audience now, the people who tune in make the hits. And once we identify the songs that are happening that we believe have got the kind of what it needs to be exposed in different territories, we'll do that. We'll approach them and we'll expose them in those territories.
Chris, what do you think South African artists have to offer to the world? I mean, what makes the South African sound so unique, in your opinion?
Well, we have different rhythms. I mean, the sound that's coming out today, the pop sound that has come out, the Amapiano sound is very fresh. There's nothing like it anywhere in the world. You know, being a musician myself, the bass lines, the chord structure, the rhythmic element is very different from anywhere in the world. If we can just get the mixture right, it can travel anywhere in the world. It can be number one anywhere in the world.
All right. Chris, great chatting to you, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
All right, Electromode Managing Director Chris Ghelakis speaking to us about US independent music marketing and distribution company Ingrooves Music Group's acquisition of the independent music distribution firm and what this means for South African artists.